Hey y'all. Look at me. I feel like an art YouTuber. You know, filming sketchbook tours and things like that. So I didn't kind of plan this video out at all, so I'm sorry if I just like start rambling, but okay, just work with me. A little bit of backstory. There is part truth and part lie to the video title. It did take over 5 years for me to finish this sketchbook. That does, however, just depend on what you consider the term finished sketchbook means, because it's not done. Like, every page is not filled, but I do think I'm like done with this sketchbook. I believe I got this back in high school, or maybe after. I think it was right after high school I got the sketchbook. I was really into gouache and watercolor, and I needed an all-around sketchbook to put all of those things in, and it did a great job. I really enjoyed the sketchbook, but I've kind of moved away from traditional art, so this sketchbook was kind of neglected. And I also took a lot of breaks from art in general. So yeah, so yes, it technically did take me over 5 years to finish this sketchbook, because I now consider it done, because recently I wanted to try out some more traditional art, which I'll explain. There are some newer sketches in here. But I recently picked up some ohuhu markers. This is the 40 pack. That word is so fun. Ohuhu, ohuhu. Yeah, I got some ohuhu markers, and along with that, I got a new sketchbook. Yeah, this older sketchbook, it kind of doesn't feel like me anymore. A lot of the art in here, I feel like I was just trying things out. I was still finding myself as an artist. I didn't feel comfortable in my art yet. But I think there are some nice things in here, some nice college projects, which is funny and fun. Why don't we just get into it? So yeah, I kept the front the same it is. I think despite the sketchbook being really, really good, my only issue with it is that the front is bright blue, and I don't know, it's just personal preference. But also the rings, I've wanted to try. I feel like there are no spreads in this sketchbook, because to me, I feel like the rings break up a spread. Every page feels like a separate page. So yeah, so just prepare yourself for that. There are no spreads. But yeah, apart from that, this held everything that I threw at it pretty well. It wasn't much, but I did throw, you know, inks and watercolors and gouache in here, and it all handled it really well, as it should. Mixed media. Mixed media. This is a sticker by my friend Jacob. Yeah, thanks for the sticker. It's the only sticker I have on here. All right, let's kick it off. Whoa. Okay, so I have to put my hand over here because for some reason I decided to write like some account information, like passwords and usernames and emails. I don't know. Don't know why I put it in here. Likely because I never really showed my sketchbook to anyone outside of my own eyes. But this, I actually love this page. So this is actually a picture. The reference photo for this was Jay Versace, some sort of old photo of him. And I did the rest in like Prismacolor colored pencils. I was also super inspired by like a thermal photo that I saw, so I wanted to try emulating that in some way. I don't know how successful I was at it. This is a sketch of a friend of mine from high school / middle school. Her name is Jalen. She's awesome. I showed her this a long time ago. I'm not sure if she remembers. So Jalen, if you're watching, look, you're on YouTube. I was kind of inspired by like I'm sure some reference for some of these outside things. Probably some like graffiti-esque art. That's her name here, Jalen. And I believe the reference photo for this was literally a photo of her with that Snapchat filter that makes your nose really small, your eyes really big, and your head just like smushed. This is a little sketch. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like a little sketch of like Harry Potter, I think. I think I saw like someone similarly sketch him like this. I was like, that's the cutest way to sketch anything ever. So I pretty much just copied that. Yeah, so these are some portraits that I did back in the day. I feel like I can do better now, but these aren't so bad. It's just some anatomy issues. Yeah, some people that I knew on Instagram, some people that I don't know on Instagram, but just like followed. Yeah, not much to say here. This is me. This page was empty prior. It was just me at the top with this little word me. And I used micron pens. I was really obsessed with micron pens at the time. And these are like the two newer sketches that I added in here. You may have seen them on my TikTok if you follow me there. Her head is far too large for her body. Looks like a big head. She's cute. She's the moment. She knows where she wants to go in life. I live for her. Does not look like the reference, but I love her. Just expect more pages like this, okay? This was kind of an imitation of what Conan Gray's art looked like before he gained massive celebrity status popularity. I was just a subscriber to him on YouTube, where he would post little ukulele covers or original songs and post videos of him drawing. Super awesome artist. And I tried to recreate it and it just didn't work. I don't think that art style is for me, but I gave it a try. Some watercolor testing when I had first gotten my really, really cheap watercolor set. Didn't finish this. I think I was just trying to draw a tulip from memory. And yeah, don't know what happened here either. This is a sketch of a skull. This was from memory, I think, yeah. This was the only thing on the page before. And then once again, you might have seen on my TikTok, I drew a little Tamagotchi that I actually think like really turned out nice. And it looks like, you know, pixels, and this chain is killer. Like, I love that. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, hatching practice here. So this actually came out of my head. One of the few drawings that I just kind of created out of nothing. Another micron pen situation. Made her look like an alien just because. This was like a sketch of an idea that I had potentially for a class project. Not sure, obviously never finished it. Bye. This, another thing that came out of my head, still just like some massive anatomy issues. I truly did not know what, I just truly did not know like what I was doing, but you can see like just so much potential here. And I love that. I live for that. And I look back at it and I'm still proud. You know, why not? Vibes, learning things. Okay, this is actually a class project. Yeah, so this was a class project and I got a pretty good grade on it, I think. I was in a Shakespeare class in college and we were reading whichever, I can't remember off the top of my head, but we were reading the Shakespeare play that had Cleopatra in it and whoever the other person was. Yeah, and I used some markers that a friend of mine had. Didn't really color, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. Okay, cool. This one's a cool one. I think I practically copied something I saw, but just like changed a few things. So I don't want to take credit for saying that this came out of my head, but I'm pretty sure I saw a reference with someone with a drawing of something similar like this with things going around their head. So I kind of tried to recreate it in my own way, and it's pretty cool. I use those same markers that I used in there. I like the unibrow. I don't mind her. Easy to critique, but at the time I thought I was really proud of this, and I still am. This is a little sketch. I don't know if I did it. Honestly, I don't think I did. It's like a little fly. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe I did it in class. I don't know. Can't remember, but doesn't look like something I came up with. Maybe something I saw and just tried to imitate. Here, I was trying to draw a reference from a magazine that I saw in my college's library. Hey, we getting better with the head shape. Look, just like already improvement. The head shape is like pretty much there. We're still missing a chin. Yeah, growing, learning. 18-year-old Jeremiah, you know, just like trying to be artistic. This, okay? This, she is the moment. This, I looked at, when I finished this drawing, I was like, look, I even signed it. I put like what I was referencing because I was so proud of this. And obviously, once again, I can look at it and be like, there are some things I can fix. But overall, I think this is a great piece. These are some eyes I drew. I'm still really proud of them. They're still really good. One has lower lashes and one doesn't. I'm assuming because I just couldn't finish. College things, you know. And then because I was drawing so damn hard on this page, you could practically just see it from the other side. So this was another watercolor test. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I really tried to put something together with watercolor. And I still think it turned out really good for my first time using watercolor. Yeah, I'm happy with it. And they both have lower lashes. Look, learning. This is like a stylized face portrait, in my opinion, of SZA. It could really be anybody. And just to be sure, I let you know it's SZA. So there's that. Some more sketches. These were actually, these might have been done completely in ink, like without a sketch, but I put perspective look with an arrow here because I have a bad tendency of drawing like on a flat surface with it sideways. So sometimes my photos, like my drawings, used to look a little elongated or maybe just a little off. So, and they like just looked perfect when you like lift it up like this. Some more practice. This, really cool. I like it still. Still no chin. Still struggling to give people chins here. Was gonna turn it into something more, but didn't. This is not me. I did not trace, I don't believe, but I did use a drawing as reference. Can't remember the artist's name. I believe their first name is Miriam, not sure. But I was super inspired by their art at the time. And yeah, I think it turned out well in terms of emulating the reference. This hand was actually done, I believe, entirely by me. Like, I just used my own hand as a reference, I believe, and then kind of practiced her style of hatching. Yeah, one of my faves. Okay, another drawing. Gave someone a chin a little bit. So we're just getting better and better and better. More pen or marker practice here. This was completely done without a reference. Was super proud of myself. Look at the hatching on that. Like, that is good. This is just a watercolor technique page. It looks like I was using like some of that straw method that I've seen out there. This one's like, these two are like wet on wet practice. This one is like using like really thick watercolor on the outside, like draw a circle and then basically blend it towards the center. Yeah, some more shading. I drew a face here and tried to like color it. Empty page. You know, this, I believe the reference photo was a friend of mine who was using the flower crown filter on Snapchat, and I kind of made her look like Lana Del Rey. And I'm pretty sure I started telling people, oh no, yeah, like it's Lana Del Rey. It's a lie. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty okay. Nothing crazy. Just, yeah, no chin again. Where, okay. This is another class assignment that I did, in the Shakespeare class actually, another Shakespeare play. I forget which one it is. Yeah, I basically looked up photo of guy screaming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I traced over it and then made up the clothes by myself. You can just tell how cheap these watercolors are, huh? Oh, this is, the reference photo was Kaylani, the artist. I don't know if you can tell that it looks like her, but to me, still, it kind of does look like her. Yeah, and I just never finished the other side of the hair. Yeah. Emptiness. Okay, another practice page where I kind of practice like my pencil shading. I drew a random shape, tried to fit a face into it, and created this like old woman's face that I'm actually pretty proud of. A little bit of a chin there, yeah? So, learning again. This is kind of a test page that I did. Oh look, I'm telling you what pen I was using. I was using a brush pen, a Pentel brush pen. Yeah, so this is technically a thumbnail of a bigger piece that I did for another class project. Yeah, so it was gonna be a two-headed dragon. Yeah, I did the whole thing. It was like on a massive sheet of paper. I don't remember what the size was, but it was obviously, this is the thumbnail, so it was way larger. And I colored it all in colored pencil and it looked really good. Every single scale. I was just going ham. More just random pages that I started drawing and I was like, wow, I'm just like bad at art, so I should just stop. No chin. A chin, but weird face. Like separate as fuck eyes, like why? Anyway, more drawing. This, I'm getting better. Yeah, still a little weird. And I think it's because it's like the side situation again, where like I draw from the side. Same here. I made the eye a little too bulgy here. I don't know, it makes me feel odd. This, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at the colored pencil sketch underneath. And I started to line it with the micron pen, but never finished, obviously. This, I'm actually really proud of this. This looks a lot like the reference. And then doing hair is hard. So I wrote hair. That's it. Empty page, once again. This I remember I did this the first time I moved to LA back in 2018. Kind of looks like the reference. I'm not mad at this actually. Looks pretty good. Use some watercolor. No. Yes. No. Yes, I used some watercolor and then threw some colored pencil on top maybe, I believe. Yeah. Igor, you know, love it. Love Tyler. As you can see, this is a screenshot from The OA, a show that used to be on Netflix, but Netflix unfortunately canceled. Yeah, it's like a scene of her in the middle of a dance. Doesn't look like her. It just didn't work out. Gouache. Getting into gouache. These are actually pretty good. This is a photo of Tyler, the Creator, I think waving off of a boat. Could be the top of a building, who knows. This is, everyone knows that one reference photo where the cloud just looks like one big billow and like just billowing in the center. And yeah, so I did that in gouache. Came out pretty good, I like it. And a picture of tulips. I think I like this too, except I'm not sure why I didn't connect the stems with the flower. I think I used a flat brush and pretty much just dipped the tip in the paint and just kind of like went up like that by like stamping it. I don't know. I believe the reference photo of this is a Frank Ocean. I don't know, couldn't tell you. I tried to do gouache again, but I think I captured the expression well, and the photo was in black and white, so I was trying to like keep that. I don't know, we just kind of went wrong here, which is why I didn't finish. She was wearing a white shirt, so I'm pretty sure I was like, yeah, whatever, let's stop. And I don't know. In the back, I wrote, where in the world did the color go? I don't know. Moving on. I used to love doing this as a kid, so I just used this whole page to do that. Like I did this back in Microsoft Paint. I used to love doing this. This I drew in a class that I was in. I was doing this in class. One of my teachers actually was like, oh, this is actually really cool. Why don't you scan it and I'll put it at my desk. And I did that. And I felt really happy because I was like, ooh, like somebody wants to like have my art up in their space. So that meant a lot. This was a reference. These two were not. So not the greatest outfit these days, honestly. I'm you know, I mean, she can make it work, maybe. You know, rock the platform and the plaid pants. I don't know. It's just giving way too much like blatant 90s, like UK punk. I don't know. Yeah, and this is cool. I don't know. I was trying to draw someone from a certain perspective, and it just obviously really did not work out. Like, please. This was the reference for this was another drawing. So I cheated. No, I don't know. I just really liked the drawing and wanted to emulate it. Never finished it, obviously. I was gonna color, do some things, I don't know. Never finished. I'm getting better, look, at like my pencil sketches. Some of you might notice some of these references from Pinterest. I believe they might also be part of the 100 Heads challenge that everyone was doing at the time. And people still do to this day, which is great. But once again, I believe these were drawn from a certain angle, so they only look like really good. Like they look fine like this. They look like, oh, like you're learning. And then from like this angle, they look like, you know, better. I don't know, that's just my opinion. These though, the reason I put a tissue here was because I did not want anything smudging these. These are my prized, this is probably my prized possession in this sketchbook. I just thought it doesn't necessarily look like the reference, but I thought I interpreted it really well in like a kind of art style a little bit, or a sketch style. Super proud of it still to this day. This might also recognize the reference from Pinterest, but yeah, I never finished the face. I got really scared because I worked super hard on the hair and it started looking really good. And then I was like, yeah, there's no way I can do the face because it might just end in disappointment. So I didn't continue. A lot of self-doubt in this sketchbook, and that's totally okay. Another colored pencil sketch. I believe there was a reference. I believe the reference was in all blue, so I tried to stay true to that, maybe. I believe, not too sure. The hair is a little short than the reference, I believe. The face is a little long and wonky again. What are these neck rolls? They were not in the reference photo. I have to know that for sure. But yeah, not bad in terms of shading. Just more practicing doing faces out of memory. This one, like a stylized face. I don't know again, but I like the colors here again. Really good, like thermal vibe. Another test with the colored pencils, I was just really trying to layer the Prismacolor pencils just to see how far I could take it. I think it went pretty well. I was gonna do a reference of something here, didn't turn out. This is just really bad. Another reference photo that I just stopped midway because I didn't trust the process. This, oh my God, I just realized this entire sketchbook is just what not trusting the process looks like. Another sketch, not too bad. Just, once again, did not trust the process. Here we're getting closer to maybe modern day a little bit. I was coming up with a comic book character because I was really into comic book art at the time. And I still am, but I was like even going as far as saying like I wanted to become a comic book artist. Yeah, now we're getting into my graphic design era, okay? For a while there, I was a little bit of a graphic designer. I helped design people's logos, and I took a graphic design course online, and I was just trying to come up with a logo of my own. And I don't know if you notice here, this one I kind of stuck with this, the vibe here, a little splat with the word sour in it. You know, Sour is my art name, I guess, or just my nickname. It's like my gamer tag, my art name, whatever you want to call it. And I was just trying to come up with a logo for it. And then we have this is a pen sketch. I actually enjoy it. It's like super stylized. They're the same character. Once again, trying to do like more stylized figures based on some of the references that I saw on Pinterest. This one I like a lot. I think it looks like the reference, but just super stylized. This, I believe the reference was Tyler, the Creator. Just, I don't know. This is when I started working on other people's logos. Yeah, so just more logos that I was working on for other people. Yeah, just sketching out some ideas. Once again, more sketches of ideas. Once again, kept sketching. And that's like it. Yeah. Nothing. And you know what? I can still confidently say this sketchbook is done. Okay? I don't see myself spending a lot of time sketching in here anymore. I don't know. I want to try, you know, doing sketchbook spreads, which is why I got that new sketchbook. But yeah, I mean, these are some like notes from a class. I don't know what's on there, so I don't want to like show. But yeah. Hey. You see my... Anyway, hey. You're seeing my face in this video. Sorry. So apparently cameras overheat. Yeah, so if you want to see, I still haven't finished the swatches because I thought I was going to record that, but I don't know. Do you really just want to watch me swatch markers? I mean, that's cool too, but there are so many videos on YouTube of people swatching these markers. So go watch them. Sorry. At least you got a sketchbook tour out of this. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.
Now y'all gotta throw it back. No, man, you gotta throw it back, bro. Oh my God, throw it back. Throw the